أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Dear respected brothers, sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. I'm asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya Rabb, to accept our good deeds. I'm asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us all the understanding of the Holy Quran, inshallah. From Islamic Center of Reseda in the valley here, we are, inshallah, in our journey, still going, inshallah, with Surat Yasin. Surat Yasin. We start, as you know, almost 7 years now from Surah Al-Baqarah, and now we are in Surah Yasin, alhamdulillah, giving more details about the interpretation of the Holy Quran, which is 5 tafsir in 1 tafsir. Yeah, 5 tafsir, 1 tafsir al-Sha'rawi, tafsir al-Wasit Sayyid Tantawi, tafsir Nur al-Bayan, and also tafsir al-Sa'di and Ibn Kathir. All of these tafsirs, we put it in one to give you more details about the meaning of the ayah. And this is my thoughts, my taqdeer. I cannot give Allah the one, He knows the secret of the Quran. This is my ability, you know. Anyway, let's go, inshallah. We're on episode number 6. We're gonna start from verse number 45. I have a title in my Tafsir Nur al-Bayan here: the condition of the disbelievers toward Allah's signs that invited them to believe, but they denied. Still stubbornness. وإذا قيل لهم اتقوا ما بين أيديكم وما خلفكم لعلكم ترحمون. The disbelievers, and they pay no heed when it said to them, no heed, they did not care. They pay no heed when it said to them, be aware of this earthy lives, conditions, and the afterlife's punishment, in order that you may receive Allah's mercy and forgiveness. Subhanallah. Either in Arabic, it's what? Adat shart. Adat shart, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses it when He's putting condition. If you fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, might be you're going to receive mercy. This is the meaning. If you fear Allah, might be you're going to receive mercy. Either. But if Allah say in, it's doubt. Maybe yes, maybe not. But إِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ اتَّقُوا. If you fear Allah, you will go to Jannah. If means either, means if. Condition. The condition is here. طيب. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said lahum. Lahum means for the kafirin. If somebody is saying to the kafirin lahum, just only for the kafirin. فبرضه مبنية على المجهول. مبنية على المجهول indirect way means what? This ayah is showing me every Muslim and every believer, he is mukallaf. It's mandatory for him to make da'wah to Allah and to give advice to others. This is the duty of every Muslim according to this ayah. وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ, who said to them? Any mu'min, any Muslim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said it in direct way, مبنية المجهول. You know direct, indirect in the grammar in English? Indirect way. You know, إِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ, if it will be said to them from whom? From any Muslim or any mu'min. This is exactly meaning in Arabic. Means every Muslim and every mu'min, he must give advice. He must give da'wah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay. He must help these kuffar or those who don't know Allah to know about Allah Azza wa Jal. Because these people like somebody blind walking in the street. He can hit the ground, or he can hit the wall, he can hit a car, can hit him. Subhanallah, he's blind, he don't know. That's why, because you have eyes, you can see the truth. You are in the Surat al-Mustaqim. That's why you can guide these people. Well, as if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling you as a Muslimin, mu'mineen, believers, Ya ibadi, O my servants, you believe in me and you believe in my messengers. Save my servants from my wrath. I don't want to destroy anybody. I don't want to punish anybody. According to this ayah, make advice. Try to take those who are away from Allah to the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Try. I know the guidance, it is not in your hand or in my hand, but at least in a nice way, deliver the message. Let these people know about Allah, because Allah Rahim, Almighty, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He did not want to punish anyone. Okay. And when if somebody is telling these disbelievers, اتقوا ما بين أيديكم, fear Allah. Fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. ما بين أيديكم, what's coming to you in the future? What is coming to you in the future? Death, resurrection, accountability, the questioning, the day of reckoning, hellfire. Fear Allah. Be careful, guys. Why you put yourself in this punishment? This is the meaning of ما بين أيديكم. ما بين أيديكم means what's waiting for you, front of you, which is what's front of us, the hereafter. Since you came to this life, we're giving our back to this dunya, worldly life. And one day while we are going toward our hereafter, you're gonna die and you're gonna be in the grave, means khalas, you are there. Means we are walking to our final destination. Me and you, every day. Okay. And وما خلفكم اتقوا ما بين أيديكم وما خلفكم. What is behind you? The previous nations, they look behind how Allah destroyed these people because they disobeyed Allah. This is the meaning. Look front of you and look behind you. What's behind you? The destruction of the previous nations. Ad, Thamud, Fir'aun, Qawm Lut, the people of Sodom, and all of these people, Allah punished them. Remember, look behind you. Remember. And what's front of you? The hereafter, the punishment, the grave, the accountability, Surat, the scale, the reckoning, the hellfire. You have to look for this. And don't be heedless. Might be Allah will have mercy on you if you fear Allah and you listen. Now, the duty of me and you as Muslims to make it easy for those who are non-Muslims, I can say, to know about Islam. Make it easy for them. As much as you can, try to be nice to them, kind to them, and let them listen. And don't fight with them. You don't have to fight with non-Muslim people because they don't know. You don't have to make arguments with them because they don't know. Take it easy with them. Take it easy as much as you can with them. And let them know. And the guidance in the end in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Verse number 46. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Yasin saying, وَمَا تَأْتِيهِم مِّنْ آيَةٍ مِّنْ آيَاتِ رَبِّهِمْ إِلَّا كَانُوا عَنْهَا مُعْرِضِينَ. Every time a great sign comes to them from their Lord, they turn away and act in arrogance. This is exactly their reaction. This is what Allah said. And ayah means sign, proves, evidences, or miracle, or ayat al-Quran al-Kareem. The Quran al-Kareem, it's ayah 2 verses of the Quran, too many ayat. These people, subhanallah, they are very stubborn. Even if they are very stubborn, you don't have to fight with them. Be nice to them. Show them the way, and this is up to them if they follow you or not. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, signs, evidences, proofs, verses, miracles, these are very obvious. There is nothing hidden. When I see the atheist man, he said, you pray for Allah. I heard that in TikTok today. That guy, Arab, I think he's Iraqi. I was laughing. I open sometimes TikTok, I found these people in my way. I laugh. Subhanallah, some Muslims, they are naive, they don't have enough knowledge to talk to them. If they talk to me, I know how to answer them. He's telling him, you worship Allah. Why? Everybody worshiping his God. Why you worship your God as a Muslim? First of all, I laugh. I said, guy, obviously, if you don't know who is the one who created you, created this universe, created this sun, the moon, and everything around you, and you try to close your eyes, and you make arguments according to this ayah, and sudden death is coming to you, and you will see everything by yourself, you are blind. The Bedouin man, desert man, he did not study in Sorbonne or UCLA. He did not study in any even elementary school. Bedouin man in the desert. He said, البعرة تدل على البعير والسير يدل على المسير. سماء بأفلاج وأبراج تدل على الخالق. He said, البعرة تدل على, if you are in the middle of the desert and you see some stalls of the animals, in the way, it means what? Animal was here, right? Because I see their stores, their whatever, what they left, right? You see that? That's why if you see the sky with sun, the moon, the stars, and you see all these mountains beautiful, there's a sign of what? There is a creator. Yes, if you close your eyes and you're telling me who's your God, you're crazy, you don't know. Allah said, look at yourself. Who did create your body? Your heart and your kidney and your lungs and your eyes and your everything is working without any contradiction in your body. Did you hear the beat of your heart? if they put it in the machine, you cannot even stay 5 minutes listening to the sound of your heart. And subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَفِي أَنفُسِكُمْ أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Who did create you? Allah. Don't close your eyes and tell me you don't know about Allah. No. So that's why these kuffar, they show too many obvious signs and they still stubborn and they are denying and they never think and reflect. They denied Allah. They denied the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam and messengers of Allah. They denied the revelation of the Quran, the manhaj, the system, the law of Allah. Why they denied? Because there is stubbornness, and they did not know Rasulullah was true. They knew the Quran is true. They believe in the Quran, but the problem, it was Rasulullah. If this Quran came to the great man of Mecca or Taif, we're going to believe him. But because of he came to Muhammad, we'll not believe in him. See, they did not have any problem even with the Quran. What was their problem? Their problem is, whenever any prophet or messengers came to these mufsidin corruptors, they challenged them and they denied them. Why? Because of their business, their money. Those who used to have prostitution's houses, the red flags above their houses for prostitution business, usury, slavery, all of this stuff, it's a business for them. Rasulullah said, no, cancel this. There is no slavery anymore. There is no prostitution anymore. There is no usury anymore. There is no alcohol anymore. Subhanallah, I remember that mufti in Egypt before like 15 years. He said cigarette is haram, hookah is haram. And you know, it's a big business in Egypt. You know, the apple flavor hookah, it's all, they make it in Egypt. And second day, they fired him from his position. He was a mufti of Egypt. Why? Because he's going to close businesses. Yes. They don't say haram. If you say al-khamr is haram also, they're going to fire. They fired him already. He was a good man. I don't want to mention his name. But anyway, that's during the time of Mubarak. Allah yakhamu matrah marah. So what happened is, what I'm saying is, that's why these people, they used to challenge the prophets, because they came again to stand against their businesses. It's a haram. But Allah said in the Quran, Surah An-Naml, verse 14, وَجَحَدُوا بِهَا وَاسْتَيْقَنَتْهَا أَنفُسُهُمْ ظُلْمًا وَعُلُوًّا. They denied the messages while they believe in it inside their hearts. This messenger is correct, is right, and the Quran is correct. But ظُلْمًا, they oppressed themselves and they were arrogant because of their business. They are corruptors. Subhanallah. They did not care about the ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? The general meaning of this last two previous ayah here in the Quran, which is, I said it, 45 and 46. This ayat is telling them, guys, Allah is urging you to make tawbah. The kuffar, don't be stubborn. Allah is still telling you, guys, stop sinning. Stop that kind of disbelief. Allah is opening the door of tawbah for you. Stop this kind of shirk. And look how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward those who are repenting to Him with forgiveness and the rahmah. But why? Why you are closing your eyes from the signs of Allah? Did you see the sun and the moon? 1.3 million earth, like this earth, you can put them inside this sun. And how many suns Allah did create? Too many galaxies, and each galaxy has millions of suns. And each sun has al-magarrat, it's a planets around it. Subhanallah, Allah is great. What are you talking about? How you close your eyes? Okay, look at the moon. The reflection of the light of the moon from the sun, and we are getting the benefit. We know our month started from because of the moon. We know our day and our year because of the movement of the earth around the sun and the sun around itself. Subhanallah, we know that, and the earth around itself and around the sun. Okay, the year and the day, and from the moon movement also with the earth, we know the month. The start of month, the sighting of the moon, right? Ramadan and Hajj and all of that. Who created this? Allah. It's a system. Subhanallah. These people, they denied the miracles and they denied the verses of the Quran because of their stubbornness and their disbelief. They never think. What can we learn? أهمية التذكير بالتقوى. الإنسان, me and you, we need somebody to remind us all the time about Allah Azza wa Jal, about the hereafter, about the Quran, because we forgot. And these kuffar, Allah reminding them, come, stop your disbelief, stop sinning, come to Allah Azza wa Jal. And subhanallah, because you have to think about your action in this world and in hereafter too. There is the consequences of what you're doing. And also from this ayat we learn التاريخ عبرة, to take the lesson, the sabak from the history. Look at the Quran, how he was talking about the destruction of the people of Noah because of their disbelief. The people of Sodom, the homosexual people. The people of Hud and the people of Salih, Ad wa Thamud. And Allah is telling the people of Mecca and those who are following them, the disbelievers, stop your disbelief, because guys, Allah can destroy you the way He destroyed the nations before you. And He's telling them, still The door of tawbah, repentance, rahmah of Allah is still open for you. Come back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But al-i'rad an ayatillah sifat al-mutakabbirin. Those who are closing their eyes from Allah's and His signs, proves, evidences and miracles. These people, those who are stubborn and mutakabbirin, arrogant. That's why also Allah Azza wa Jal will never guide anyone if his heart is not ready to receive the message. Too many ayat, miracles, it will not benefit someone, his heart being blocked like this. Allah said, بَلْ عَلَىٰ قُلُوبٍ أَغْفَلُوا. That's why you have to be ready and you open your eyes, your heart to receive the message. If you do that, Allah will guide you. Otherwise, wallahi, if you show him too many miracles, they will never gonna believe. Subhanallah. Bani Israel, Allah saved them from the slavery, from Fir'aun, from his army, and Allah frees the Red Ocean for them until they pass. And Allah saved them. What happened when Sayyidina Musa went to get the Torah? He found them following his Samari and worshiping the calf, the golden calf. What is this? Guys, you just saw too many miracles, guys. What are you talking about? See, if somebody, his heart being blocked, you cannot guide him. That's why you have to be ready to receive the message. These people also, Allah said in verse number 47 in Surah Yasin, وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ أَنْفِقُوا مِمَّا رَزَقَكُمُ اللَّهُ قَالُوا أَنُطْعِمُ مَنْ لَوْ يَشَاءُ اللَّهُ أَطْعَمَهُ إِنْ أَنْتُمْ إِلَّا فِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ. And if it was said to the disbelievers, you should help to feed the poor from what Allah has given you, they disprove, saying to the believers, shall we feed those whom Allah could have fed? If Allah saw well, you are but in open error. Yani, look what they said. They telling the Sahaba, they make everything upside down. See, when you try to debate with somebody and by his misguidance, he knows how to talk, he make your haqq to batil, falsehood. How? When the mu'mineen, they used to ask him to spend from what Allah giving them to the poor, needy, or in the city or in the Mecca or Medina, to spend for those who are poor. They said, أَنُطْعِمُ مَنْ لَوْ يَشَاءُ اللَّهُ أَطْعَمَهُ إِنْ أَنْتُمْ إِلَّا فِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ. قلبوا الحقائق. They said, guys, we are so generous. We are so generous. We spend. But how can we feed somebody Allah did not feed him? If Allah want, He will feed them. Allah, the one who deprived them. How can we feed them while Allah deprived them? Look how they say. This is out of their stinginess, excuse. We are generous, but Allah Azza wa Jal, this is the will of Allah. Allah makes you poor, stay poor. Yeah, this is stupidity. If somebody is stingy like this, brother, let's fix this in the masjid. Yeah, forget about it. Anybody else can do it. Don't worry about it. You like this. And they said, وَلَوْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ لَأَطْعَمَهُمْ. If Allah will, Allah will feed them. Why you have to feed them? They like this way. Subhanallah. وَتَمَادَوْا. They go through too many things. Not just that. They told the believers, you are in big error, guys. You've been misguided. Who been misguided? The believers. Because they think they were right. If Allah wants to make somebody rich, Allah will make him rich. If Allah wants somebody to make somebody poor, Allah will make him poor. They doesn't want to spend. We are generous, but I don't want to give. That's people, subhanallah. How can you feed someone? Allah want to deprive him. This is what they said. Of course, they were mistaken. Subhanallah, Allah the one who gives rizq to everybody, right? Allah the one who provides for all of us. Allah the one who is feeding us all. Allah the one who providing for us all. But Allah Azza wa Jal, He wanted to see our love to each others, our kindness to each others. You are rich, you can give from your money to the poor ones. Why? Because this poor one, if you deprived him and he sees your car, your house, you are in prosperity and he's living like homeless in the street, one day they're going to attack you and they're going to kill you and they're going to take your money. Yes, they're going to be thieves because poverty. For Allah Azza wa Jal, He wants to say how the rich people, they love the poor people. They have kindness, they have love in the society. Give from what Allah gives you. Allah will multiply to you and Allah will give you. And also, that will remove any kind of hatred, jealousy, envy from the heart of those who are poor toward those who are rich. And you will ask Allah to continue giving him more because He's spending for him. See? Subhanallah. And also الغنى والفقر, poverty and being rich, this is عرض. عرض يعني ايه? Today I have, might be tomorrow I don't have. Today I am rich, might be tomorrow I'm gonna be poor. See? Maybe that when he's poor, you look at him and you see too many stories, right? You see that man was homeless in Los Angeles and somewhere else. Suddenly he became rich like that. He said, man, I was homeless one day. And now he has palace and cars and everything. فالمال, being rich or poor, this is عرض. عرض يعني ups and downs. Today I don't have, maybe I'm gonna be the richest one tomorrow. Today I am the richest one. Tomorrow might be gonna see me homeless and they see that. Remember that guy? He was Saudi guy, the one he used to deal with weapons and see what's his name? Khashoggi, right? Was Ahmed? Khashoggi, right? Yeah, that man. Before he died, he used to beg people for just sandwich. That man was one of the richest people in the world. In the world, weapons between countries. He used to sell weapons. That man, he was Khashoggi, top. At the end of his life, he did not find even sandwich. فالمال عرض. The money and the wealth عرض. You can have it, you can lose it. That's why if you take advantage of being rich before you become poor. Rasulullah said that. 5 before 5. One of them being rich before you become poor. Today I have money. Let me spend. Allah will give me more. Maybe tomorrow I will lose my money. I don't have even money to give sadaqah. Take advantage. Health before you become sick, right? The free time before you become busy. In general, your life before your death, right? And your youth time before you become old. This Rasulullah said that. Take advantage of 5 before 5. The hadith. See? So that's why you have to understand this. طيب. These kuffar, stubborn ones, they rejected Allah, Rasul, Islam, the message, the Quran, and they give their own excuse not to spend for the sake of Allah. Look what they are still debating. They're telling the believers, you are in big error, you've been misguided, and the plus. Look at this ayat, we'll finish with that. وَيَقُولُونَ مَتَى هَذَا الْوَعْدُ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ مَا يَنظُرُونَ إِلَّا صَيْحَةً وَاحِدَةً تَأْخُذُهُمْ وَهُمْ يَخِصِّمُونَ. Verse number 48 and 49. And the disbelievers say, when will this promise come true? They ask the mu'mineen, Ya akhi, where is your promise? What is the promise? The day of judgment. Yalla, they are hastening the day of judgment. Yalla, show it to me, show it to me. You said there is a hereafter? Where is your hereafter? Show it to me. They are hastening their punishment. If you are truthful, and Allah said, just one sayha. They do not wait till they see or hear the sudden severe cry, the first blow of the trumpet. The sudden severe cry. It's just one cry from Jibreel, from Israfil, I'm sorry here. It's one cry, that's it. Why you are hastening your death? Why you are hastening? Ya akhi, don't wait for the death judgment. When you die, this is your first step to the hereafter. Why you are hastening that? Making arguments with the mu'mineen, and calamity will fall on them just because of that one cry, loud cry, severe cry, that day while they will be crawling. يخصمون. يعني look at this آية يا جماعة. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said ويقولون متى هذا الوعد. طب look at this الوعد. Do you know وعد? There is in Arabic in the Quran something called الوعد and الوعيد. What is the difference? When Allah give wa'd, means giving you glad tidings. Wa'd, something good is happening to you in the future. They call it glad tidings. What Allah did not say wa'id. Yeah, they were very stupid. Allah is giving them wa'd, promise with Jannah, and they are hastening the hellfire. Yeah, and Allah is telling, Allah is so nice to you. وَيَقُولُونَ مَتَى هَذَا الْوَعْدُ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. Wa'd is the promise. Allah did not threaten them even in this ayah. Allah is giving them glad tidings if they follow the Prophet. And subhanallah, والوعيد, الوعيد is different from الوعد with something good. الوعيد means the warning. But Allah said, وَيَقُولُونَ مَتَى هَذَا الْوَعْدُ, with the something good, it's not bad. So عجيب, يعني subhanallah, I wonder, subhanallah. They denied al-akhirah, the hereafter. They denied the reckoning day. And they challenged Allah, Rasul, and the mu'mineen. In kuntum sadiqeen, they hasten the day of judgment. And they stay mocking, arguing, debating, mocking, arguing, fighting, debating. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, while they are doing that, mocking, arguing, debating, just one severe cry, first blow in the trumpet from Israfil, the angel. And the Qiyamah will come to them while they are arguing, fighting, debating, attacking Islam, attacking Allah wa Rasul, do all of that. ما ينظرون إلا صيحة واحدة تأخذهم وهم يقسمون. Subhanallah. And this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is warning those who are heedless about the reckoning, the resurrection. Subhanallah, those who've been busy with the dunya, this worldly life, in their trade, business, their problems in this life, they spend and they waste their life in fighting, debating, problems until the day of judgment. تأخذهم. تأخذهم means أخذ عزيز مقتدر. It will take them strongly. That's it. If they go there, they cannot come back. That's it. The word تأخذهم, it's strongly like this. الأخذ والعياذ بالله, with punishment. فلا يستطيعون توصية ولا إلى أهلهم يرجعون. They will not have even time to give wasiya, will, to their family. And they will never gonna come back to their family after their death. And you don't have to wait for the day of judgment. Since I die and you die, this is your time. You cannot come back to your family. You cannot make your own will after your death. Khalas, you are there. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, after death, there is no good deeds anymore. After death, there is no istidrak. You know what's mean istidrak? Let me go back. Please, Ya Rabb, give me one chance. They call it istidrak. Let me just one chance. Just give me this one. I will go and they will be good. There is no istidrak anymore. طيب. What can we learn يا جماعة from this ayat? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us here. فلا يستطيعون توصية إلى أهلهم يرجعون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, so they will not be able to make a bequest, nor will they return to their household. At this time, they cannot leave instructions about their affairs, nor to their people. They can return as they die on the spot. Yes, this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. What can we learn from this ayat in Surah Yasin? As I explained to you, give from what Allah provides for you, give for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal. This is wajib. You have to share your money with those who are in need, and don't be arrogant or don't argue too much, because this is how the kuffar used to argue with the mu'minin and the Rasulullah when they asked them to spend for the sake of Allah. They said, he's poor. If Allah wants him to be rich, he will make him rich. Why you have to spend for him? I explained already to you. So ظن الكفار بالله. The kuffar, the disbelievers, they have bad thoughts about Allah Almighty, and they mock the believers, and that's showing us that they are ignorant, and Allah Azza wa Jal examining them and examining us with our wealth. You have money, you have wealth. Allah did not give it to you because He loves you. No, it is not a sign of love or hate. You have money or not. Allah is giving you to examine you. He said, لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ فِي مَا آتَاكُمْ, to examine you with what He gives you. Because your money is not yours. You are musta'man. It's a trust. You are the trustworthy for that money Allah gave it to you. Your children, your money, your knowledge, whatever Allah gives you, you are the trustworthy for that. Allah Azza wa Jal is watching you. What are you going to do with that? Also, الساعة تأتي بغتة. The hour will come suddenly, without any warning. Yes, and when Jibreel came to ask Rasulullah about the hour, Rasulullah said, ما المسؤول عنها بأعلم من السائل. My knowledge about the hour like your knowledge, Ya Rasulullah. Jibreel told Rasulullah, and he said, can you tell me some of its signs? And Rasulullah started telling Sayyidina Jibreel some of its signs, minor signs. He did not even mention in this hadith the major signs. Subhanallah. Yeah, that's funny thing. One guy was asking, he said, oh Allah, make me amongst those 10 people from the Sahaba, you give them glad tidings of Jannah. And the Shaykh was telling him, 10? You want to be one of these 10? We have to take one out and you put you instead of him. Which one? Even his dua, I don't know how to make the dua. He said, Allah maj'alni min al-ashara al-mubashirin bil Jannah. Allah, make me amongst the 10 people. You give them glad tidings of Jannah. You have to take one out. Anyway, not only 10 Sahaba, Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam gave them glad tidings of Jannah. They were more than 35 Sahaba. From even the Sabiqeen and the Sahaba, women and men. Too many, not just they are 10. Yes, I have all of them. I mentioned them in my lecture, one of the Ramadans here. It is go to my playlist. You're going to see all of them there on YouTube. طيب, just to help us finish. Subhanallah, الساعة will come one of the Fridays suddenly without any warning. And لا وقت للتوبة عند الموت. During your time of death, there is no time to make tawbah. Repent before that time. Before the day of judgment, there is no tawbah. There is no time to make tawbah, repentance, or during your your death time, maut time, there is no time to make tawbah. That's why make it now. Be ready from now for that. Being busy or occupied with this worldly life, that will, more you will be occupied with this worldly life, more you will be heedless about al-akhirah, the hereafter. You see, these kuffar, these believers, they are busy with money, dunya, fighting, collecting, eating, drinking, busy with parties, too many things, subhanallah. And that more, they will be astray away from being ready for al-akhirah. Did you see any one of them coming to, I'm talking about Muslims. Did you see anyone, those who are not coming for Jama'ah like you, did you see any one of them standing for Jama'ah or coming for Salah? They are heedless. They are not even care about the masjid. And to mock Allah's and His ayat, His proofs, or the Quran, or the signs, evidences, or proofs, or messengers, this mocking, this is the main door for the destruction of these people, like the people before us. Huh? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the ayah, in the beginning when I said it, وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمُ اتَّقُوا مَا بَيْنَ أَيْدِيكُمْ وَمَا خَلْفَكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ. اتَّقُوا مَا بَيْنَ أَيْدِيكُمْ وَمَا خَلْفَكُمْ, when they will be said to them, be aware of these earthly life conditions and the afterlife. Earthly life condition means what gonna come in front of you, which is the hereafter and what comes. And وَمَا خَلْفَكُمْ, remember how Allah destroyed the people before you. All of this, subhanallah. The end of this ayat, brothers and sisters, in Surah Yasin, this ayat is calling us to humble yourself. Humble yourself as much as you can. More you put yourself down, more Allah will give you izzah there. Subhanallah. Tawada' amam Allah. Humble yourself before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-infaq min al-rizq. Whatever Allah gives you, if you can give for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal. To believe in the hereafter too. Be away from being heedless or mocking Allah, Rasul, Quran, or messengers, or the Muslimin, the mu'mineen. You cannot mock any one of them or making fun of any one of these people. The day of judgment will come suddenly, and it's important to be ready for the hereafter, or before your death also to be ready with faith and righteous, or making righteous good deeds, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. Inshallah we'll continue Surah Yasin tomorrow. Jazakumullah khair.